Stadium, the Piala Malaysia kicks off here in front of a smaller crowd than we're anticipating. Uitm are the visitors, 5th place in the Premier League, making their 2nd appearance in the Piala Malaysia. Johor Darul Taksim will be the team who are expected to progress very long way into this particular competition. They've only won it once as Johor Darul Taksim. For Uitm, speaking to Coach Ismail before the game, it's all about experience for his team. Here are the groups. In Group, the one we are talking about obviously is Group B. Johor Darul Taksim alongside PJ City, who visit here on Wednesday. PKMP and Uitm complete the group. The real group there is Pahang versus Perak, Sabah versus Pulau Pinang. That's a big group. Only 2 teams, remember, qualify for the quarterfinals. Moving on to the fixtures that we've got for you this weekend. There are 8 on each match day, of course. Tonight, Terengganu versus BKNS is also ongoing. That's a game that you can catch on iFlix. JDT versus Uitm from the Larkin Stadium here. Tomorrow, that's Saturday, Negeri Sembilan taking on Kedah. PJ City against PKMP and Selangor taking on Felda United, and then we have Pahang taking on Pulau Pinang also on tomorrow. There are 2 more matches also taking place this week. What I'd like to do though, just remind you a little bit about what the Malaysia Cup is all about. Who can ever forget last year's final? It was a classic. It was 3-3 between Perak and Terengganu. Only penalties could separate them.
Salam bahagia dan selamat datang ke Stadium Shah Alam untuk kita menyaksikan debaran pentas akhir Piala Malaysia. Kawalan dari Idris, kesilapan awal dari Idris melakukan kopi break. Itu gol terbuka dan jaringan yang pertama untuk Terengganu. 46 saat yang diperlukan oleh Terengganu untuk mengejarkan Stadium Shah Alam ini. Dan mereka tidak mempunyai motivasi. Dan sekali lagi terlihat terlepas untuk Pizol. Jaringan jam kedua dilakukan oleh JJ Kipre. Brendan bisa Brendan untuk melepaskan diri dan Bidang Sayani. Jaringan untuk Perak. Perak melakukan kebangkitan di awal separuh masa yang kedua. Ada isyarat layangan kad merah kepada Gilbert. Ini dia pengesahannya Suresh Jayaram. Satu hantaran instan dari Azrul Azhar. Lakukan di Paras. Jaringan untuk Perak. Di waktu kecederaan dari Brandon Tan. Azrul Azhar ada pilihan untuk Uitm mencoba. Kembali di depan memposisikan ledakan kaki kiri. Dengan kecoran yang kedua mereka. Perak terus berusaha mencari jaringan penyemaan pada Luis dan mendapat bola ke gawang sendiri. Dari Ikosajic untuk Perak mendapatkan jaringan penyemaan mereka. Di minit-minit akhir. Bagi serangan Piala Malaysia untuk musim 2018 menerusi penentuan jabatan penalti. 28 Oktober 2018, Perak Ahmad Rakovic dan anak-anak buahnya menjulang Piala Malaysia.
Oh, there were goosebumps remembering that game. Fantastic occasion. It's a little bit quieter here at the Larkin Stadium, but this is where the road to Bukit Jalil on November the 2nd begins. Saeed Adni is down on the pitch side, and Adni will just trying to get a few thoughts ahead of today's game. Johor Darul Taksim against the visitors, Uitm. It looks on paper as though it should be a gimme for Johor.
Thanks, Des. And we're looking at JDT first, 6 times in a row, champions of the Super League. They've won it again this year, and they want to win the Malaysia Cup. They won it last in 2017. They want to do it again. They have a mentality to go out and win the cup this time. They don't want to miss out on it, and it's very important for them to keep the winning mentality going. It's the first game of the Malaysia Cup. It's so important that Safawi, Diogo, Cabrera, all these players are firing on all cylinders at the moment in the Super League, but they want to bring it into the Malaysia Cup. And it's going to look easy, but teams like Uitm are always dangerous. They did it last season where we saw PJ City beat JDT here, and they did it again before the end of the season, and that was JDT's record broken. And yeah, players like Diogo, Cabrera, Safawi, these are all important players. But for UITM, we're going to see Žarko Kovač. Žarko Kovač is a player that scored 13 goals in the Premier League. He's had a good experience here now that's in the Malaysia Cup. It's a different story. They knew, Coach Ismail Zakaria knew that it wasn't going to be easy, and tonight's going to be a very tough task for them. So we'll see.
We'll see indeed. A fair analysis. The Johor players got here bright and early. They've had a bit of time to rest since they won the league title. They had a big celebration here after that match against Terengganu. Had the weekend off last year, so they've had a chance just to recuperate their batteries. And it's a fully fit squad, and a strong team, I believe, has been named for this particular match. I'll get Syed Adney, who's a run back up from pitch. Syed Adney's good job there. And we'll just go through the starting 11 for Johor. Obviously, Diogo is the point man, but they welcome back Lever Corbinong. Adam Noor Azlin continues alongside Mauricio in central defence, and Haris Harun and Afiq Fazel continued their partnership in the heart of midfield.
Yeah, it's a great partnership they've done throughout the season. Players like Diogo, Safawi and Cabrera, they're the main threat going forward. But you've got Mauricio and Adam Noor Azlin at the back. These are a good combination between them. You'll see a bit of a rotation with Aidil for Adam as well when we see the Malaysia Cup go on. And Izam Tarmizi gets a start, taking over Fariz Amalia. So they've got confidence in Izam for this Malaysia Cup.
Yeah, one or two interesting decisions there for Benjamin Mora. Earlier on, Adney was pitch side, and he had a chance to catch up with the Mexican-born coach.
All right, Coach. After the 6th win in a row in the league, now comes the Malaysia Cup. Is this cup going to be one of the main focus for the season?
Of course, it is. It is now because it's the only tournament we are in, and we have good expectations of our game and what we want. Of course, JDT is always looking for the championship in any competition, and we're going to try our best to do a good job.
And the group, we look at PJ City, PKMP, UITM. Do you think this is one of the easier groups?
No, not at all. On the contrary, these teams fight very well. These teams don't have nothing to lose. They're going to try to do their best. We know this. And of course, JDT have to be very focused, very concentrated on our own game, and try to win every game, but game by game.
And you've played many competitions this year, the FA Cup, the league, you've got the Asian Champions League. How's the conditions of the players coming into the first game in the Malaysia Cup?
Well, now we have had a rest of everything that we were in last 6 months. The players are good. They have a good mentality. We are working very hard to get them on shape, so we can maybe have more rotation depending on the things we need. But I think they are in a good shape, and we're going to try to see now how they are today.
And what do you expect from UITM?
No, well, UITM is a good team in the Premier League. We have reviewed all the situations that might cause some trouble, and we overcame in the training everything. So we are going to do a good job, hopefully.
All right, thank you. Good luck.
Benjamin Mora showing due respect there to UITM. 5th they were in the Premier League, but they deserve the respect because for a long time they were in the top 2. It was only late form that cost them. Let's continue the interviews, and we caught up, or Adney I should say, caught up with the Johor skipper, the Singaporean international Haris Harun.
Yeah, Haris, congratulations again for winning the league 6 times in a row. Massive achievement. What do you look for now in the Malaysia Cup?
Because obviously we have another tournament now to play for, so we'll try to with every game try to go in, do our best and win. So it's a short tournament, so I think things will be fast and furious in these next 2-3 months. So we'll try to prepare well and do our best.
And how has the preparation been? There's not much rest, but now games coming back to back.
Yeah, I think that's how it is in a short tournament. So we have to recover well, and take one game at a time, But like you said, the games will be coming very fast, so we have to keep our focus and try to make as little mistakes as possible.
And do you think you have the easier group in the Malaysia Cup?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, it can be a little bit tricky, a bit complicated with the style of the teams that are in our group. But we have to find a way past them. So we will from a tactical point of view, we'll try to do our best to find the best solution to get the points to get into the knockout stages. So I think for us, like always, we take a game at a time.
And how important will 3 points be for the starting?
Yeah, it's always good to start on a positive note. So for us, it'll be very important, especially playing at home. So I think if we can get the 3 points tonight, it will set the tone for the next the other group games. So that'll be very crucial for us tonight.
All right, thanks. Good luck.
Yeah, as Harry suggested, back-to-back home games for Johor Darul Taksim. For UITM, there is no tougher start to a Malaysia Cup campaign on the road against Johor Darul Taksim, and minus one of your key players. It means club captain Zulheri Zulkefli has got a huge job to play in the centre of the defence because there's no Koulibaly available to help him. Just have a look at the starting lineup, and Syed Adni alongside me. Adni, now you've played under coach Ismail Zakaria. What will he have been saying to his side ahead of this lineup when you consider the back four and the goalkeeper, all local lads, and without Koulibaly, until Harry is playing largely out of position?
Yeah, well, he told me 90% of the players are students at UITM, and it'll be a massive experience for him. He just wants the players to go out, enjoy themselves, take the experience, then they'll look forward to PJ City and PKMP, because that's where they think they have chance of picking up points. They know tonight they're playing against the best team in Malaysia, so they're just going to try give their best, do what they can, and look forward to the other games.
But Ismail Zakaria, he's a wily old fox. He'll know that with Korach up front, there are goals. Let's catch up with what Coach Ismail actually did say to you. This interview took place about 15 minutes ago.
Okey, Coach, selepas satu musim yang panjang dalam Liga Premier, sekarang datang ke Piala Malaysia dan perlawanan pertama menentang JDT. Apakah yang anda jangkakan daripada perlawanan ini?
Sebenarnya kedatangan kita pada hari ini bertemu dengan JDT ni, kita tahu JDT satu tim yang the best Malaysia kan. Ini peluang terbaik untuk pemain UITM mendapat pengalaman to get experience against tim yang sebaik JDT. Dan semoga saya mengharapkan mereka mendapat bagi yang terbaik malam ini. Dan the rest of the result to me I put aside. I want to see them perform well, give the best tonight, and follow instruction that what we plan to do.
And what do you expect from the players tactically?
No, I wanted to follow to what you got to do with what you call a character, with the discipline, and rest all I want to see them perform as good as they can. You know, that for me to analyze, to do the assessment for the next game again PJ City and PKMB.
And we know JDT, as you said, the best team in the group. But when it comes to PKMP and also PJ City, are these the games you see you can take advantage?
Yes. The what I can see that this is to me this balanced group to me. JDT is a strong team, and another two teams that we can fight to get some point from them. You know, this is what I expect.
All right, thank you. Good luck.
Underestimate Ismail Zakaria's teams at your peril. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he also has a man in form. Zoko Korach, the Montenegrin striker, 13 goals in just 17 appearances in the league. He knows where the back of the net is. He's big, he's tall, he's strong. He'll give Maurizio a real tough task. Let's see what he had to say before kickoff. Here are some of the goals from Korach. He's got a left foot, and he finds the bottom corner there. Syed Adni alongside me. He scores all kinds of goals. He's good in the air, he's strong, he's got two good feet.
Yeah, Ismail said he is their main target man. They'll be looking forward to go every time to him. You know, he can hold the ball well, he can bring other players in, so that's what he'll look for in the match tonight. It's going to be tough against Mauricio and Adam Norazlin, but he'll try his best.
Okay, there is Korach. Look out for him. Johor will need to be careful. Let's see what he had to say.
Okay, tell us a bit about your experience in your first season with your UITM in the Premier League.
But this is not first season in Malaysia. I was last year, but only 2 months because the club get problem. Now it's okay. We play first round very good, but second round we are not on same level.
And what do you expect from your team against a big side like JDT?
We know the JDT is the best club in country last, I don't know exactly, 6-7 years, but we will try to follow instruction of the coach. It will be good experience for our young players, so we will try to give the best and to enjoy the game.
And what is the expectations coming from this group?
We will try to give every game 100%. We know JDT is #1 in the country, and the other two teams I think we can fight with them.
All right, thank you very much.
Syed Adney with the questions. He'll be joining me in the commentary box just a little bit later. Korach is the main threat for Johor Darul Taksim side, who are expecting to run away with this group, or I think others expect them to run away with this group. Let's see what happens on the pitch. We'll be back with the game live from the Larkin Stadium after this short break. Can't see them. Yes, the starting 11s are okay. Yeah, so long as you swapped Park.
Brian berjaya memanggil kereta dengan cantik sekali.
Uitm, a team playing in the Malaysia Cup for just the second time in their career. This is a competition that has been running since 1921. We are in the 93rd edition, and many people will have Johor Darul Taksim down as favourites for this, and those people will include the Ultras, who are massing away to our left. Syed Adney, the former Malaysia international goalkeeper, is alongside me in the commentary box for today. And Adney, let's talk about Uitm very briefly and their hopes and expectations. Huge game for them, biggest night for many of their young players' occasions.
Yeah, like we heard from Ismail Zakara, he wants them to go out, enjoy their football, try their best, just take something from the game towards what they can do after that against PJ City and PKMP. It will be a massive experience for them. It's going to be great playing on this pitch against top players. So even if you do lose, you're going to learn.
Learning very much for Uitm, the students with the imported players as well. Zarko Korac will be the main man. These teams have met 3 times previously, all in FA Cup action. They did push them close on one occasion, UITM, a 3-2 defeat in 2018 FA Cup, but prior to that, 2 maulings by 4-0 and 5-0. But those results show you just how far UITM have come as a football club, and the fact they are appearing on this big stage tells you that they are a team that you cannot take too lightly. This is the 2019 Piala Malaysia. This is Johor Darul Taksim versus UITM. JDT fans were able just to sit back and enjoy with some neutrality last week's Shopee Piala FA final, having celebrated the week before with an exhilarating 3-all draw against Kedah. But a couple of games without a win, Johor Darul Taksim. UITM, though, it's even worse for them. 7 games without a win. We'll give you the team lineups and a few more predictions after the respective state and national anthems. Renditions of the UITM song, particularly well sung by the students, who are fiercely proud of the opportunity they've got This is the starting 11 for Johor Darul Taksim, and it is a very strong 11. 12-goal striker Diogo leading the lineup. The Brazilian sign from Boram had a stellar first season in the red and blue of Johor Darul Taksim. Gonzalo Cabrera scored 11 and Safai Rashid 8. So it's a high-scoring starting 11 side, Adni.
Yeah, Diogo 12 goals, Cabrera 11, Safawi 8. Leandro's on the bench, he's got 8 as well. It's a very attacking-minded side. They've got Haris Harun and Afiq Fazail to control the tempo of the midfield. But when we look at the lineup, this is a very strong one.
On the bench, should they require, look at that, international, foreign player, international. Need I say more?
No, they've just got massive squad of quality, and players who are on the bench can come on and make a difference. Shame Kuti, Leandro Velasquez, we all know about him. He's in good form at the moment. Scored against Terengganu in the last game.
Haris Harun leading for Johor Darul Taksim. What a transition it's been for him. He has been a huge part of the success. Shukri Sahazi is the man in the middle, the fourth official, Ridwan Razali. Sharin Chirumo and Noje Naking are the assistant referees. 4 officials only in the early stages, in the group stages. Once we get to the knockout stages and beyond, we get the extra officials on the goal line. Coin toss, Harris versus Korach, and we saw that Harris is a big fella. Korach will be leading the line. I want to talk though not up at the top of them where Korach leads the line, but defensively on the work that Zulheri Zulkefli and Faisal Arif have got to do just to try to tame Diogo.
Yeah, Zulkefli, I know him. I played with him in Penang 2017. He usually played as a right back, but now he's in the centre back, so his experience will be very vital.
In the heart of midfield, Nur Salam will be the holding man, and again he will have an awful lot to do just to close the avenues of possession to Diogo. On the bench, well, it's a case of what they can do just to keep themselves in the game in the early stages, I suspect. Or might UITM come out and maybe surprise us and maybe go for something in the first 10 minutes?
Well, they have nothing to lose. They know JDT is one of the best side in Malaysia at the moment. 6 times in a row they've won the league. They're brimming with confidence, JDT. But UITM can look at themselves and say, let's give it a go.
Benjamin Mora, the Mexican-born, is the coach. Luciano Figueroa is a very famous sidekick, and it's a good team that they've put together. Benjamin spoke with some respect about the opponents today, as well he should do, but the expectation, the realistic expectation, is surely that this team are going to progress. Ismail Zakaria, wily old fox, just playing it down, just let my guys enjoy the occasion. Do you believe that for a second?
I do. He's a very experienced coach. I was under him when I was a kid in Selangor. He's a very, very good coach, and he knows tactically what to do. And I'm pretty sure he's just told the boys, go out there, give your best.
Diogo will be leading the line, and the ultras in fine voice. Quite a few of them here as well. Maybe 1,500 of them. And we are all just about set. Johor in the traditional red and blue, and UITM in the rather vivid ungu is the official colour in Malay. Purple, and we are up and running. Haris Harun. JDT going left to right. Adam Noor Aslin onto Maurizio. He's another who's fitted seamlessly into the best defence in the Super League last year. Safawi onto Kunalan. Goes down very quickly. Early possession for Ahmad Azahar. Given away. Safawi. I'm expecting a ton of possession as Cabrera enjoys a little applause as that pass comes out to him. Dealt with though by Nick Shafiq Shazwan. Nakon helps him through. Nick Shafiq. Go back to 21 Faisal Arif, and closing down very quickly on Haziq Haris. Haziq did well. Tall, rangy goalkeeper. Makon drives forward. Korach, nicely played. The overlapping from Ahmad Azahar. But Safawi, well, Safawi took a knock on the knee there, and the way he's gone down is a a little bit concerning, and the medical staff were very quick to him there, Syed Adney.
Yeah, they had a look, and just the reaction from Safawi, they think it's pretty serious. They want to get there as soon as possible, see what's the damage been done, what's the situation.
It looked pretty innocuous. Hopefully it's just a knock to the side of the knee and it's a bang rather than anything else. But the way he went down was a little bit troubling. He's off the pitch, so Korach gives that ball straight away to Izam Tarmizi, and we'll keep a close eye on Safari Rashid, because obviously on the national scale, with some important games coming up against Indonesia and United Arab Emirates, as well as a game against Jordan, the national team will be concerned that Safari is okay. He is up and back and will be joining the fray pretty soon. I'm rather relieved about that.
Yeah, he's just such an exciting talent. UITM will know all about him. He scored a hat-trick against him last season in the FA Cup.
In very quickly was Suhaisi as Diogo tries to play the ball around to Safari Rashid. Good defending from Afif Ashraf. Nicely into Nur Salam. Nur Salam drives it through. The overlap from Nick Shafiq. Nick has got Korach in the penalty area. Macon short, and the stocky Brazilian takes it in his stride, takes on against Corbinong. Macon to the byline. Corbinong is strong. Corbinong missed a few games towards the end of the season, and he was missed defensively, his physical presence. Afiq Fazail. Again, in very quickly was Nick Shafiq. And the early signs, I know it's only 3.5 minutes gone, but early signs are that UITM not intimidated by the occasion.
Yeah, they look confident. They're pressing JDT. They're not giving them space. They have to be very organised.
Afif clears. At pace is Amma Azhar. Maurizio, firm challenge. Safawi onto Nazmi Faiz. Down the channel. And covering over is Zulheri. Back to Hazik. Again, Diogo thinks of closing down. Hazik goes long. Park's little touch. Only came into the side late in the season, Park Young-jim. And it's coincided with a poor run of form for UITM. 7 games without a victory. Here's Afiq Fazail looking for Cabrera, who made the run through. Nazmi, little dink over the top, a little bit creative but ineffective, and safely through to Hazik. Nazmi Faiz started 6 league games, 7 off the bench, as we have just a little look at the movement in from Afiq Fazail. Comfortably dealt with. Back live. Afiq picked off by Korach. Lovely spin and turn by Macon and dragged down by Harris Harron. Rugby style, and Macon looks up, says, "Ref, surely there should be more than a free kick for that."
Yeah, this is again clever play from Macon. Harris pulls him down.
33 years of age, Macon. Long ball over the top, looks for Korach. Corbinong has to concede the corner. That's a clever ball in, and it was a lovely run from Zarko Korach into the channel.
Yeah, Korach knows he has that physical presence up front. Tried to make those diagonal runs behind the JDT defence.
Korach is available. Shafiq is the player on the line. Park will chase. Nur Salam to take the corner. Korach the target. Korach header. Comfortable pickup for Izam, but Korach is a threat in the air. First real chance of the game falling to the visitors, UITM.
Yeah, we didn't expect that, but we know Koric is a big, strong player, tall, gets above two players, Corbinon and Mauricio. He does well to get the header on target, just doesn't trouble his
Izam has played in some high-profile games today, this season, not more so than the AFC Champions League. Farazal injuring himself in the build-up to the first home match. Mauricio, Nazmi, just trying to work out his best position. Nazmi fires Mansour. Number 10 is, I think, the choice of Benjamin Mora. Long ball looks for Cabrera. Well picked off by Nick Shafiq. '25-year-old. Oh, it breaks out to Safawi. Safawi onto his right. Deflected just over the top. Zulkifli was just in the right place. Scary moment when Safawi gets on the ball side, hadn't he?
Yeah, UITM know about him. Pretty sure they've been watching a lot of their games, JDT's games this season.
Safawi. Up clear only as far as Nazmi. Adam Norazlin. Raking crossfield pass, finds Safawi. Two young Malaysian internationals. Safawi takes on and beats Maycom. And then bashes his way to the byline. Still Safawi. Terrific defensive play from Ahmad Azahar. Safawi in the mood after that early knock. No time for a replay. We'll get one as soon as we can, but JDT on the attack again, chasing an early goal. Mauricio onto Kunalan. Diogo does such good work to win it back. Mauricio, the former Lazio player. 18 league appearances for Mauricio. Korbinong. It's thrust down that right-hand side. Nick Shafiq holds him up. Afiq. Kunalan. Easily picked up by Faisal. Second chance for Faisal. Nur Salam played him through. Maycom gives that one up early. No Koulibaly for UITM today. Big physical presence may be missed, but Zulkifli, as you say, has got a lot of experience under his belt. Just he won't have come against somebody like Diogo too often.
Yeah, it'll be tough for UITM defence. Faisal Arif and Zulkhairi Zulkifli, these are players who need to look at the runs from Diogo. Cabrera, Safawi also cuts in a lot from the right to left.
Here's Kunalan. He's got Diogo in the middle. That's comfortable for Haziq. Slips as he kicks. Easy for Adam Noor Azlin. That's just throwing possession away. UITM need to be more careful of the ball. Harris onto Diogo. Cabrera always available. Korbinong outside. Cabrera cuts inside. Gonzalo Cabrera, nice play. Nur Salam blocked off by Harris. Now then, Koric. He's got Park to his right and he's found him. Maycom through the middle. Koric has made a great run forward. Park couldn't pick him out, could only pick out Mauricio. Safawi closed down quickly. Beyond 10 minutes, and there's the first bad foul handed out by Zulkifli. Sorry, ref, won't be the last.
Zulkifli just saying to Diogo, I'm here.
Harris Aaron. Piala Malaysia 2019. 4 groups, the top 2 of each of the 14 groups make it through to the 2-legged quarter-finals. Johor alongside PJ City, who are visitors here on Wednesday, and PKMP. And also, of course, UITM. And these teams will meet on the last match day number 6 of the groups. It's a round-robin tournament, top 2 making it through to the quarters. Haris Harron looks for Safawi. Hazik to the edge of his penalty area. Azza. Maycon has pushed a little bit wide, Maycon. Not too happy with the pass from Ama Azahar. New rules in play, so you saw the goalkeeper just rolling the ball to Adam Noor Aslim. So the new FIFA rules have been introduced and Adam's allowed to play the ball from inside the penalty area. We'll talk you through the rules as they occur. Here's Diogo. Looks outside to Nazmi. Safawi. Lovely touch to Diogo. Terrific block. Pressure coming in though from JDT. Southern Tigers with Corbin Ong. Strong enough to hold off a challenge and actually leave a man trailing in his wake, Nick Shafiq Shazwan. Physiotherapist having to scamper over to the furthest reaches of Johor as we have a look at the work here of Safar Rashid. Great strength there side, Adney.
Yeah, we know he's very talented, gets away from 2 players, Macon and also Afif on the left-hand side for UATM, cuts in, tries to find a player in the middle of the box. Good block.
Well, it's an injury sufficient for Nick Shafiq to actually need the stretcher to come over. Luckily he's on his feet, so for the second time. A worrying injury. Turns out, I think, to be nothing more than a knock. Nazmi fires! Oh, side netting. And Hazik was left floundering. Terrific strike from Nazmi Fires, Mansour. Taking advantage of the man advantage they have. There's the chance. Oh.
Yeah, such a good strike from Nazmi. We score a stunner against Kuala Lumpur in the 4-0 win at the Cheras Stadium. Trying to do that again here.
Cabrera takes on Shafiz. Nazmi looks for Diogo. 1-0. Diogo does what Diogo does best. Johor have the lead.
Just too easy from JDT. Uitm not doing the marking in the middle of the box, left him all alone, and he just had to pick wherever he wanted, and he did that to the right side of Hazik in goal for UITM. Scores his first goal for Johor in the Piala Malaysia, and it's his first goal.
Well, UITM knew it would be difficult. It's now doubly so. Afif launches down the line. Macon had that half chance from the corner. Cabrera, great wing play from Nazmi Faiz. As Cabrera cuts inside, oh, he's hurt. I tell you, Nick Shafiq has gone down again. He has gone down again, and having just received treatment. That does not look good for young Nick Shafiq.
Yeah, we can see him screaming out, he's hurt. Just coming back to the goal, yeah, we have to give credit to Nazmi. Nazmi fires, great work on the left-hand side, puts it in with his left boot. His weaker foot as well. Great pick out to find Diogo in the middle box, scored the first goal.
An immediate change is required for UITM. Ahmed Shami Shukri is going to come in, straight replacement. The way he went down earlier on, Nick Shafiq, I was concerned. When he got up and played, it looked like everything was all right, but a little turn, a simple turn, and he was screaming in agony, hadn't he?
Yeah, sometimes these things can happen, just a little awkward moment, turn, quick turns.
22-year-old Shami Shukri comes in to take his place at right back, and a little matter of having to deal with Gonzalo Cabrera. He immediately gets a touch, Shukri. Here's Harris, likes to play deep. Park Young-jin close him down. Afiq onto Diogo, who does such a really good job shielding the ball. So Kefli will learn more here than in all of his years as a student. Lovely ball out wide, Kunalan's pace. Kunalan, Safawi. Diogo. Leading with the arm was Korach. Offers his apologies to Harris Harron. Harris reluctantly accepts them. Gonzalo Cabrera. Corbinong. Great running from Afiq. Zulkefli saw the run. It's just such a different level for UITM. They've got no time on the ball as Harris can just shovel this into Diogo, who's made a sweet turn. Kunalan, 3 in the penalty area. Cleared away from danger. Park. Nicely played out. They will try to get as much out of this game as they can as Azahar is brought down by Safawi. Azhar down this left-hand side and Shafiq Al-Hafiz down the right. They're the outlets, if there is one, apart from Korach up front. Mauricio's header, long-range effort comes in. Nusalam. Park is onside. Flag stays down. 2 in the penalty area. Macon and Korach. Park stumbles. Azahar, they've got to come out. It's toe poked in and Harris hooks clear. Only finds Nusalam. Korach, all very narrow. Claims for handball by UITM as Adam Noor Aslim just gets it clear, but Corbinong can come forward. Afiq. Adam. Cabrera. Looks to run at Shami. Safawi. Lovely first touch. Kunalan always available. Possessional stats around about the 75% mark as Afif's header only finds another red shirt. Mauricio gives Isam Tarmizi a reminder he's in the game. UITM side, Adney, need to remain disciplined.
That's the most important thing for them. You know, they've already went down 1-0. They don't want to go down 2, 3, 4. That won't be good for the confidence.
Afif Ashraf picking up a yellow card for a late challenge.
Just see there right on Safawi. Clips the heels. Late challenge.
The guilty party. Back live, Diogo helps it in. Cabrera just blocked off. Cabrera, second chance. Has he rescued by a combination of Zulkifli and Shami Shukri.
Bit of confusion between the defence and goalkeeper. Zulhairi Zulkifli make sure that UITM is safe for the moment.
Benalam. Mag stays down. Harris onto Maurizio. Cabrera. Bit of juggling from Cabrera. Beautifully done. Cabrera. Diogo couldn't convert. Safawi. Johor players queuing up to get the shot in, and Harris Harron it is who fires it wide.
Well, he just saw a little gap, thought he could curl it round to the left-hand side of Hazik Harris in goal. You can see Afik Fazail on the right side, waiting for the ball to just be rolled to him.
Midway through the first half, Piala Malaysia 2019, Johor Darul Taksim 1, UITM 0. First match in Group C. PJ City and PKMP playing later on in the weekend. Korach heads it on. In the other game, I can tell you, Terengganu have taken lead as Park Young Jin gets a shot away. Terengganu leading PKNS by 1-0, but the sight of goal there for Park. And then straight away, Hazik has to come out of his own penalty area. Korach. Not allowed to show any reaction these days. So Hazi Shukri not impressed. Diogo, score of the early goal. Diogo closed down and pushed wide by Safai Rashid.
See, Diogo's so smart. He's just looking around before the ball arrives to him, seeing where can he go, flicks it over. One UITM defender tries to put it down for his left foot, but there's Safawi's right there. Then he just flicks it over Zulhairi. Safawi's weaker right foot. If that was on his left foot, that would have been top corner.
Time was Faisal, who came in very rapidly on Diogo. He'll have bruises on his bruises, Diogo, tomorrow morning. I don't think it's anything malicious, it's just trying to get there for the UITM lads.
Well, it's frustrating for the UITM players. They don't have lots of the ball. When they do have the ball, they can't take the pressure of the pressing from JDT. It's a high tempo play. When JDT don't have the ball, they want to get the ball back as soon as possible. And they've been doing that.
Gonzalo Cabrera. Maycom. Took it well. Salam. Afif. Lovely little touch, Maycom. Forgets to take the ball with him, and Afik Fazale. Always so neat and tidy. He's a mini-me of Harris Harron, is Afik Fazale. Nazmi onto Cabrera, 2 in the penalty area. Cabrera dances into the box. Lands awkwardly. I think Harris will put that out as Cabrera. I think it was his pace and an awkward landing more than any foul play on that right-hand side.
This is again trying to get past 2 players. Yeah, that landing, turning land.
It's on the back of the calf, isn't it, of Faisal Arif. "27 minutes played, Johor with the lead, courtesy of Diogo. Picking up the water bottle. 12 league goals for Diogo. A couple more in the AFC Champions League now, 1 in the Piala Malaysia. And there is the goal. Comfortable header, but great wing play from Nazmi Faiz Mansour.
Yeah, great to pick out with this left foot, Diogo in the centre of the 6-yard box. No chance for goalkeeper. You can see defenders disappointed with themselves. They can't give Diogo that much of space.
Gives that back. I'm wondering if that counts as a shot on target in the official statistics. Adam Noor Asling. It's got the feel already, less than half an hour in, of damage limitation for Uitm. Maybe trying to get something on the breakaway. And they've had 2 half chances, 1 for Park, 1 for Korach. The blonde figure, lovely ball played through to Safai Rashid. Safawi patiently waits for support from Kunalam. Harris onto Afik. Nazmi. Safawi. Safai Rashid! It's taken the slightest deflection, which pushes it wide for a corner kick.
We all know how Safawi is when he cuts in on his left hand. See, just trying to curl it round, deflected. Important touch. Zulkari again there.
It is Zulkari. I was thinking Haziq might have got a save, but oh, that's close. Corner whipped in. Haziq gets a good strong punch to it. Only as far as Nazmi. Lovely play from Nazmi. He's growing in confidence. Kunalan, Diogo, Kunalan. Mauricio's up in the penalty area. Diogo. Lovely ball inside to Afik, lovely football. Nazmi cleared only as far as Diogo. Tries to pick out Mauricio. Little nutmeg, crowd don't like it. Corbinon closes down ever so quickly. They missed Levert Corbinon, didn't they, when he was out?
Yeah, they conceded a amount of goals, especially against PJ City, Terengganu.
There is Mauricio. Considered coming forward again. Harris, Safawi, Nazmi, Nazmi! Certainly a central figure, Nazmi Faiz Mansour.
Yeah, I can see now he's enjoying himself. He's getting forward even more, trying to help up. Good link-up play earlier with Diogo. Now he has some space. Tries to take a shot. but he'll keep trying to do the same thing.
Park, lovely ball, just too far ahead of Mekong. Lovely idea from Park Young-jin, 26-year-old who's only come into the side recently. Again, just remind you, new FIFA laws are in play, so the short goal kick can be played to anybody inside the penalty area. Arif, no Salam, sorry. No Salam again. Mekong just clipped by Corbinong, and Mekong having a little whinge to the referee about the foul treatment he's getting from Big Levert.
We can see the confidence when UITM do have the ball. They're trying to play out from the back, get it to the midfield. They're not playing like most teams who will just have a target man and hit it up straight to the target man. They're trying to play football.
Zulkefli onto Nur Salam. Mekong again was the target. The front three to their defence need to get the ball in better positions. They're making plenty of runs. Park, Mekong and Korach. Adam Norazlin to Maurizio. Ahead of him there's plenty of red shirts. Movement to the right of your screen is very good. Harris picks out one of those movers, Diogo inevitably. Kunalam now taken down by Afif, who's already on a yellow card. And I think this will be a final telling off. Not the man in shot, but the man just behind at the top of your screen. Afif Ashraf, last warning, one feels.
Yeah, he's really got to be careful. You don't want to be going down to 10 men against a JDT side with this amount of quality. Just looking at it again. It's good play from Diogo towards Kunalan and smartly makes the turn.
Levert Corbinong overlapping. Blocked off by Shami Shukri. Plenty of noise coming from the ultras away to our left. Very much home from home. This will be the last campaign for JDT at the Larkin Stadium. But from what I can see of the new stadium, it is fairly close to completion. Adam Norazlin.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a beautiful stadium, state of the art.
If it is going to be the last campaign, they'd love the last match here to be a Malaysia Cup semi-final. Before that, the little match of getting through the group and the quarters. Let's not forget they went out to PKNS here and are no longer invincible at home. Harris. Cabrera misses out. Korach will chase, but there first is Maurizio. Zulkefli needs the assistance of Faisal Arif's big boot. Park can't control. Terengganu still leading 1-0 against PKNS. Sanjar Shakhmadov in the 15th minute. Although I believe Geoffrey Ferdows-Chu has just equalised, one apiece. 1-0 here. We'll get you those goals at half-time. Zulkefli eventually picks up a foul, a yellow card. Not for that particular foul, but for a collection of fouls that he's put together. Again, it's Diogo who's feeling the close attentions. After this free kick, I'll get your thoughts. Harris, Diogo turns, oh, beautifully done. Cabrera brought down edge of the penalty area by Faisal Arif. How do you cope as a central defender when players are running at you, or like Diogo, twisting and turning and spinning off you?
Yeah, it's so difficult, and especially from a Premier League side, playing against the champions, JDT, so difficult. Cabrera running at you, you've got Safawi, Diogo, these are all skillful players, quick feet. You've already got 2 defenders on a yellow card, Afif and Zul Khairi. You don't want another one. It's already dangerous that you've got 2 defenders on yellow cards.
Confirmation of the yellow card to Zul Khairi. And Maurizio, he often saunters up to these free kicks, and one time he's going to have a go. But when you've got Safawi around and Gonzalo Cabrera, I'd urge the centre-back to walk away.
Same here.
Safawi, number 29, he's gone close a couple of times already. Cabrera, the number 11, Maurizio. Again, here's one of the new laws for you. Although there's a 2-man Johor wall, they cannot be within 1 metre of the UITM wall. They cannot join the UITM portion of the wall, at least 1 metre away. So what they're doing is a wall in front of the wall. Haziq bounces on his line. Safawi leaves it to Cabrera, into the wall. Corbinong, flashed wide. When we have a look at the replay side, Adney, the new wall laws, it's just to take away the jostling and the...
Yeah, just seeing here the chance from Cabrera, and then Corbinong smashes it wide. Yeah, but it's very interesting. Now that they won't be in line with the opposing wall, they put the wall just aside, trying to block the goalkeeper.
Haziq, got to be careful, because Cabrera was closing him down very quickly. He was. Here's Amma, who's now to Safawi. He's looked really sharp today. To Salam, closed down by Safawi. Nakon. This is Shafiq Al-Hafiz to Shukri. Nakon. Shukri carries on his run. Levere Corbinong's outstretched leg. Gives a throw into UITM. Although they've not had much of possession, have fashioned a couple of half chances. Shukri barged off it by the big figure, an American football style interception by Levere Corbinong.
Well, this is where the UITM can be dangerous. JDT have had most of the ball, had most of the chances. Corbinong there pushing, causing a foul. Good chance for UITM to put the ball in the box. They've got Zarko Korac in the middle. We have seen him have one chance early in the game.
Korac was dragged back in the edge of the penalty area. Possession's gone away, but Korac is already talking to the referee, Shukri, and saying, have a look at how much pulling there was going on me. He was double teamed. The referee in his defence was looking elsewhere. Look at the top where Corbinong, Safawi drags Korac back. Corner to be taken, Nur Salam. Korac can't get there. Makon thought he was being manhandled in the penalty area. And now coming the other way, Nazmi has got pace. Afif chasing. Nazmi pulls it back. Just not enough for Safai Rashid or Diogo. Faisal Arif did well. Diogo wins it back. Diogo on screen and Diogo in real life, two very different animals. His movement off the ball, his little 5-yard sprints, things like that. Diogo crosses, cleared by Nur Salam. Haris Harron. Afiq. Kanalam has got Harris available. Korach there saying, give me a chance, play it into my feet. A high ball like that is meat and drink to Harris and Afiq. Here's Harris once again. He's just prompting everything from central midfield. Safawi spreads it out wide. Cabrera takes on Shukri. Corbinong available. Corbinong's cross comes to the back of the penalty area. No Salam finds Korach. Mauricio does really well. It was a better ball in for Korach. With No Salam's credit. Corbinong wins it back. Afiq. Cabrera. Corbinong goes past him for the umpteenth time. Diogo caught. Nazmi. Zeke is out quickly. That's the ball. Diogo is again saying there was a bit of harsh attention on my ankles there, ref. Korach was looking for the free kick, doesn't get it. But that's been given straight away to Shafiq. Park. Shafiq carried on his run. Park into Korach. It's just gone out of play, but Korach for once was stronger than Mauricio. And that tells you a lot about the Montenegrin.
Yeah, that was such an important chance there to put them level. Just takes too much time on the ball, and the ball eventually goes out of play. There you can see, you've got players making runs into the middle of the area.
I can tell you Terengganu have retaken the lead against PKNS. Nazrullah Hanif. Terengganu played their full part in last year's epic classic Malaysia Cup final. They're like edging them in a 6-goal thriller with red cards, 2 red cards, penalty shootout, 2 last-minute winners, equalisers as Diogo comes forward. Safawi available, looks to get it onto his left. Safawi. Haziq does just enough. Basketball challenge, knock to the side of the face, I think, for Haziq.
That's good play by Afif on the left. He knew what Safawi was going to do. He's always going to go onto his right, try and curl it round, but he's already made the block.
Well, for all their possession, all their chances, in the 45 minutes plus 2 added on, only the 1 goal for Johor Darul Taksim. And you can count 3 presentable chances for UITM. Remember their last 2 home matches, JDT lost to PJ City. Let slip a 3-1 lead against Terengganu. Gone out of play. We've also got to remember they'd won their 28 matches in succession in the league before that, and were 85 unbeaten in all competitions in the league, dating back to from when before JDT existed. Just to give it some perspective.
Well, they have to do it all over again, don't they? Tough task.
Korach. So Ismail Zakaria, I think, might have been a little bit afraid having conceded an early goal, but can be relatively happy with what's gone on since then, Syed Adni.
Yeah, I think the players can be proud of themselves. Ismail Zakaria can go in the changing room, tell the boys, motivate the boys. You know, you've done well. It's only 1-0. We're still in it. Anything can happen.
And something could happen here because Korach has won a free kick. Mauricio climbing all over him. And there will be time allowed to get this free kick going. Korach might fancy taking it himself. We've seen him score some spectacular ones from outside the penalty area. Uitm Tarmizi lining up a wall, just 2 men in it now, a third joining with Nazmi. So a last-minute opportunity for UITM. Zarko Korach bounces off the keeper, who reacts ever so quickly. And he clings on for dear life as JDT cling on to a 1-0 lead at half-time. They did have their scares. UITM have had their moments, although Johor, courtesy Diogo, inevitably take the lead into the half-time break. His 15th minute header after great work from Nazmi Faiz Mansour. The only strike. It could have been more, though, at half-time. It's Johor Darul Taksim 1, UITM 0. Highlights coming up of the first half of Johor Darul Taksim versus UITM. Here's Zarko Korach with a header straight into the safe gloves of Uitm Tarmizi. But he's good in the air, and you can see he's double teamed by Mauricio and Corbin Ong and still manages to get the header in. But largely it was Johor one-way traffic. Here's Safai Rashid dancing through and only deflected wide-eye by Faisal Arif. Safari looks to be in the mood today against these students. The pressure all coming, and again Safari down the right-hand side. That time good strength. Again, some good defending prevents him getting a dangerous ball in. Shafiq Al-Hafiz deserves the credit here. See the way the right side of midfielder throws himself into the way, deflects it away. Then the early goal, Diogo. Lovely header, easy header though, because it found a way away from his marker. Nazmi Faiz Mansour does well. Diogo just drifting away from Zulheri Zulkepli, a makeshift centre-back, and I think it showed there. And a bit of a half chance for Park Young-jin, the Korean, a difficult angle on his weaker left foot, nonetheless did well to keep it on target after Ahmad Azhar's early effort. Maycom with the cross, and Park forcing Izam into the save. More work from Diogo. Just see the way he plays off and tries a little bit of trickery. Once, twice, it breaks to Safawi, who could only just put it just wide. There's Diogo once again though. Safawi on his weaker right foot. And Safawi again, this time on his left, drives it narrowly wide. Took a slight nick off a defender. And a free kick with the new laws. Lever Corbin Ong smashes wide after Cabrera had hit it into the wall. Pressure all coming from Johor. You do feel it is only a matter of time before they add to their 1-goal lead, but there is always the potential danger of something late on, and it nearly happened. Korach bouncing one in front of Uitm Tarmizi, and Izam does well to snaffle up the rebound, but it could have so easily gone to a UITM player. So 1-0 it is to Johor Darul Taksim at half-time. Syed Adni is my colour commentator for today. And Adni, let's just have a quick chat about what's been going on so far. It's all been Johor pressure, but at only 1-0, the game is still open.
Yeah, I agree with you there. There's anything can happen in the second half, but it all comes down, do UITM have the legs to cope with the pressure from JDT? JDT, we know they're going to control the game, they're going to have more of the ball, they're going to have more chances, but UITM need to stay disciplined as they have. They did lack a bit of concentration when Diogo scored his goal. Great pick out from Nazmi Faiz on the left-hand side, but after that, you know, I think UITM have done well. You know, they just have to do better when they have the ball. They need to pick out Zarko even better, give him the ball at his feet, at his chest, let him control the ball, let him bring other players into the game. They haven't been doing that, but they have created a few chances, and we'll see in the second half if they can cope with JDT.
Do you think they've got the legs, provided that they are a Premier League side? Is the fitness going to be there, or do you anticipate Johor just being able to have too much power and too much energy for these students?
Well, I predicted when JDT played PJ City that JDT would beat them easily, but it turned the other way around. PJ City defended well, they took their chance, and they got a win. So UITM can think about that. Can they defend well? Can they just cope with the pressure and then try go on the counter-attack? We've seen a few times they've created, but they just haven't found the final ball. But in the second half, yeah, fitness will play their part. It's a big difference between Premier League and Super League. JDT play a higher intensity of football. Let's see if UITM can do it.
The thoughts of Syed Adney, former Malaysia international. At the half-time break, it is Johor Darul Taksim leading UITM by 1-0. Apologies for that. I've called that just a little bit too early, so no Genkita there. Let's get on to today's match. Syed Adney is alongside me in the commentary box. Adney, for Johor Darul attacks in plenty of pressure. Only the one really clear chance, and that was the goal itself. Great play from Nazmi, Fires Mansour getting down the left, and Diogo. It looks simple, but his movement just makes 2 yards space, and that's all the difference.
Yeah, I've always been impressed with Diogo, and here he just showing his quality. He knows where to be at the right time, and the perfect pass from Nazmi Fires on the left, and just see he doesn't even have to do too much. It's just a jog into the box and a simple header past Haziq.
Nazmi picks him out. He does look up. He doesn't just drive it across. But Diogo had made a forward movement and then a backward movement, and even an experienced centre-back had found that difficult. So Kefli didn't know whether he was coming or going. And so Kefli's also been yellow carded. Yeah, he has been yellow carded. One of 2 of the back 4. Going forward, also, Safar Rashid has led UITM something of a merry dance.
Yeah, it's a good chance here for Safar. Cunningham has left again. We know where he's going. He's trying to curl it past the goalkeeper. He hasn't really tested Haziq today. I think in the second half they'll want to do better. They want to create more clear-cut chances.
It is just the 1 goal, though. And, well, that won't be disturbing to Benjamin Mora. It is always a problem. We saw a chance right at the very end. Zarko Korac having a free kick that bounced in front of him and bounced off his chest. He was sharp enough to pick it up, but one mistake, one half mistake, and they're right back in at UTM, and there's a shock result on the cards.
Yeah, that's the thing when you're having too much possession, and then when the opponents get the ball, you know, it can be a shock because you're just standing at the back, watching play, just trying to direct your players where to go. And, you know, for Izam, you know, it's so important that he's always 100% focused.
This is the Zarko moment we were just talking about. He won the free kick himself. Sorry, this was an earlier header. Actually, no, let's talk about the way he's pulled down on the edge of the penalty area. He is literally tugged from behind by Safar Rashid. And Zarko generally has put himself around, but he's such a big physical man. It's taking 2 men to deal with him right the way through.
Yeah, it's smart play from JDT. You know, they don't want Zarko to have too much possession. If he holds the ball better, you know, that will bring other players in play. And every time JDT lose the ball, they're just going directly, trying to get it back straight away.
Okay, I introduced a little sequence called Genkita involving Sulheri Zulkefli. I introduced it a little bit too early. Now we have got it. This is Genkita, Sulheri Zulkefli.
Faizal. Dia suka sakat orang, kadang-kadang dia suka kacau orang. Dan training pun dia buat dia yang macam benda-benda yang macam lawak lah. Macam tu lah. Lalu dengan phone. Bagi saya Nur Arif lah. Instagram. So dia pun memang jenis suka puskal. Dia memang suka kadang-kadang detect dekat artis. Bila artis tu respon, dia rasa seronok. Kalau bilik, saya duduk dengan Afi Ashraf dengan Nur Salam. So depends lah siapa yang travel tu. Kadang kami satu bilik tu, kami duduk 3 orang sekali. Paling rajin sekali kalau kata tahun ni saya nampak Robert lah. Bagi saya dia sebelum game, esok tu nak game, kita dah habis training, so dia akan buat speed, hari-hari macam tu. Paling laju kalau import Robert, kalau ke Afi Ashraf. Faizal lah. Faizal memang dia punya cara main dia memang robust. Memang macam tu. Kalau dia tackle orang teruk pun tak boleh nak marah apa, memang cara dia main macam tu. Saya rasa Arik boleh main kot. Dia jenis Arik dengan Faizal, dia pun memang wara sikit dalam training ni. Kadang-kadang duduk tak duduk, kami duduk training pun dia pun nak jadi keeper. Ambil keluar jadi keeper. FIFA yang duduk main selalunya Arif, Syed Arif dengan Nadia. Mereka selalu main. Tu mereka tiga tu memang top lah. Kalau saya pergi main, masih kena bully lah.
A little bit of inside information about Zulhari Zulkifli. The players are just beginning to make their way out onto the pitch at the moment. Quick chance to catch up with Syed Adney before the second half. And Adney, are you anticipating any changes from either of the sides before the second half?
I don't think either side will make any changes. I think they'll be comfortable with what they're doing at the moment. We'll see if UITM might need to bring on some players with energy. They might tire as the game goes, but for JDT, they're controlling the tempo, they're controlling the game, they're in the lead, they're confident, they want to get more goals, and that's what they have to do. They have to create more chances and try and trouble Haziq from time to time, because they haven't done that too much in the first half.
Yeah, the longer this game goes at 1-0, the more UITM might think that there's a way back into this game.
Yep, I think so. 1-0 is never safe. It always gives a chance for UITM. They might just go for one counter-attack, quick counter-attack. Zarko up front, he could cause problems. He's probably analysed how JDT are defending. But let's see in the second half if they can do it.
Syed Adney, the former Malaysia international goalkeeper, thank you for your thoughts. He'll be rushing back to the commentary box to join me for the second half, which is due to kick off imminently. It's the first round of fixtures of the Piala Malaysia 2019. Johor Darul Taksim, who've won this trophy just once in their moniker as JDT, will be looking to add to that crown, but there's plenty of people who will want to challenge and threaten that. It'll be UITM getting us underway in this second half. No changes as predicted by Syed Adney for that, but a couple of the back four for UITM are on yellow cards, which might be a worry for Ismail Zakaria. UITM in the purple, pushing long. It's gone a long way. Izam Tarmizi has got to be out there just to take it away. Knocked back inside by Shafiq Al-Hafiz. Pushed forward by Haziq. Corbinong, long throw. Saw Diogo early, and Diogo knows that he can be fed by Corbinong. Cabrera, Corbinong out wide. Johor missed his energy when he was injured. Diogo slips away. Diogo inside, and that run all the way through to Haziq. And a chance for Syed Adney to be introduced as the expert analyst. And we spoke in the first half about how you try to deal with somebody like Diogo. You told me about the problems, but how do you counter those problems?
Well, from a UITM perspective, it's difficult because he's always on the move. He's causing trouble. He's confusing defenders, and also, he's not just known for his goals. He's known for bringing in other players. He's assists for this season. It's always helpful when you've got such a hard-working player up front.
I know that, but how do you counter it defensively?
Well, you just have to man-mark him, right? We can see Zulkifli, Zulkifli, he's always on him every time Diogo gets the ball. Maybe they have to see a perspective from how Johor are taking care of Zarko up front, going on the double, so that can be seen.
Corbinong. Faisal Arif was big and strong. Corbinong running at you. He's an intimidating sight. His name's Levere, he's got great hair. That is Corbinong. Not my words, I'm afraid. I heard it from one of the fans.
Expensive maintenance for that hair.
To Corbinong once again. Haris Harun. Neat and tidy, as always, in the heart of the midfield. Kunalam. Maurizio. For all the depth in their squad, Johor, they've kept largely to the same group of players. You can understand why they romped away with the league. Here's Afiq Fazail. They certainly competed in the AFC Champions League as well. Oh, space for Nazmi. Cabrera, Nazmi, Cabrera. Belted clear by Shafiq Al-Hafiz. Only as far as Eskunalam. Izam. Corbinong wins another header. That's well played by Al-Hafiz. Space for Macon. Now Macon can run, and Macon's useful, and he's taken out. Here's Macon. Don't think Harris can really complain. In fact, it's not the decision he's complaining about, it's his teammates giving away free possession.
Yeah, this is the second time Harris has took down Macon. Macon, quick feet right there. It's not really going anywhere. Harris maybe could have just left it. Korbinong was behind him, covering.
Now then, Kovac. We saw that he can hit the target. I've seen him score from this kind of range as well. 4 in the wall. Izam taking care of one side of the wall. Zarko Kovac. Priority number 1 hit the target. Kovac misses the target. "13 goals in 16 starts and 1 substitute appearance."
Yeah, he's got the technique done well, power, just can't get it down.
Diogo Safawi. Diogo Kunal on pace. Safawi Rashid. Excellent covering from Faisal. Faisal can complete the job and help forward. Al-Hafiz. Korach. Adam Norazlin is across to mop up and does well when he finds Azahar. Park Young-jin, Korach, Azahar. In the Premier League season, for a long time, UTM were there or thereabouts in the top 2 or 3. They fell away towards the end of the season, but they can play. Azahar, still Amar. Nearly deflected by Macon. They've had their moments, the students.
Well, they know they can create chances, but they just have to do better with the finishing. It's not really going to trouble Izam too much.
Johor need the insurance second goal. No Salam is caught by Diogo. There's a flailing foot. A flailing arm. Just protecting himself. I don't think there's any intent. Not that that helps Nur Salam.
I can just see his hand there, just swinging as he tries to block the ball. Nothing intentional.
Picture says 1,000 words. Salam just receiving a little bit of water and a wipe down. He's worked hard in the centre midfield. It's Macon under pressure from Korbinong. Loses out to Cabrera. Free kick quickly taken. Diogo. Cabrera, the Argentine born. Couldn't pick out Robert Korbinong. And UITM prepared to take this throw in. Let me just run you through the teams. They've got Hazik in goal, Shami Shukri a right back on a substitute for Nick Shafiq. Zulheri, Faisal and Afif along the back. Nasalam, Amma and Shafiq in midfield, with Macon, Park Young-jin and Zarko Korach as the front three. For Johor, Izam Tarmizi with Kunalam, Maurizio, Adam Norazlin and Korbinong. Afik and Harris in midfield. Nazmi fires in the number 10 position with Cabrera and Safawi providing the width, and Diogo the penetration. And the only goal of the game so far. Diogo, Korbinong. 2 in the penalty area. Corbinong just clipped there by Faisal.
Good work from Corbinong. Yep, Faisal did clip him. Good call from the referee.
Maurizio, Afiq and Harris are all at the back post. Corbinong is being joined by Cabrera and Diogo in the middle. So Safai Rashid has got plenty to aim for. Now, he took it early, there was movement. Clearly something they'd worked on in training that just wasn't executed correctly.
Bit poor by Safawi standards. We expect better. He expects better.
Macon loses out. Cabrera. Diogo. Oh, brilliant from Diogo. Holding off Faisal Arif, who put everything into that challenge. Changes being prepared. Akir Rashid being given a run out in a couple of minutes for Benjamin Mora's JDT. Maurizio. Zulheri. Naslalom. Zulheri. Nasalam's won it. Park ahead of him. Adam Noor-Azlin anticipates so well. And the change is coming on. It's going to be Nazmi Faiz Mansour coming off. And Akir Rashid coming on. Disappointing for Nazmi because he, certainly for 20 minutes, was very, very bright.
I think we're going to see a bit of a change in positions. Maybe Cabrera might play a bit in the middle of midfield. Safawi comes to the left. Akir goes to the right.
Salam Zainal Abidin to take the set play. Doesn't beat the front man. That's easy for Safawi. Afiq. Cleverly played by Macon onto Park. Trying to get it out to the left-hand side, Park. He was looking for Azahar. Instead it's Afif Ashraf. This is Azahar now. Park. Kunalam, right place, right time. Mr. Dependable at fullback, S. Kunalam. Akir onto Cabrera, who has indeed dropped into that number 10 position and is running at pace and with purpose. And then he's taken out at the expense of a talking to, nothing more for Shafiq Al-Hafiz. Quickly taken the free kick.
Yeah, this is again by Shafiq Al-Hafiz on Cabrera, just budges him in the back.
Diogo strong, Safawi drives through, Safawi! Side netting, Haziq had his angles right.
Such a big chance for Safawi. Just see him toe poke the ball to the side netting. I think it would have been better if he just took it with his laces, full power. Maybe go to the left side of Haziq.
Well, you wonder if Johor might regret these chances. Yes, they're dominating. Yes, they're favourites. Yes, they're leading, but it's only 1-0. Here's Akir. That's why Akir was brought in. Sliding tackle from Afif Ashraf, who's one of 2 players on yellow cards at the moment for the visitors. The students from Shah Alam-based UITM. Nice compact little ground that they have. Cabrera, Diogo. Park. Ooh, Korach wanted it to feet. I think Korach always wants it to feet. Diogo. Still Diogo. Cabrera blocked off by Afif. Nasalam. Nakon. Flag stays down, and through is Park, and Maurizio makes a goal-saving defensive clearance.
So important by Mauricio. Such a great tackle to deny Park. I think he comes off his line too early, too far. It's a good ball from Maicon to look at the run. He is onside, Park. Good decision from the linesman. And Mauricio does enough to deny him. You can just see he's so far out, I don't think he should be coming off his line. He should stay on his line. It's a bad decision.
Park Young-jin scored once in the league this season. 26-year-old. What an opportunity that was. Maurizio, he was the man who kept him onside, but having kept them onside, he was the man who made the last gas challenge to save a tap-in for the Korean.
So crucial for Mauricio. Maybe Park would have been a little bit disappointed that he wasn't quicker to the ball after he poked it past his
You said at half-time, we keep saying 1-0. It's never safe, ever. Shukri, I think he's insisting that Maurizio has to go off for treatment. He's wanting to stay on, having received the magic sponge. He'll be looking to get back onto the field to play as quickly as he can. In the meantime, Johor have got to defend with a man down. Harris will just drop into centre-back temporarily. Korach, though, finds Amma. A header from Shafiq Al-Hafiz. Korbinong. Well, it's 1-0, Diogo's goal on 16. The all-important chances for UITM, arguably as good, if not better, than Johor's.
Well, they've always been in good positions. Just again, that final touch lets them down. You can't get a good shot on Izam. And Izam there, give credit to him, he's in a good position.
Ismail Zakaria, the coach of UITM, is now on the edge of his touchline. Enjoyed the occasion is what he said to his players. Akia Rashid fizzes one wide with his right foot. Akia, 20th appearance from the bench this season.
Well, he's got more minutes today. Usually it's 5 to 10 minutes.
Tell you what, he's got Maurizio's number today, Korach. Azaha onto Park. Harris, Cabrera can run until Kefli. If he looks left, he's got Akia Rashid. Here is Akia in space. The Kedahan penalty. He won one against Terengganu with similar trickery. Now he's 1-1 here against Shafiq Al-Hafiz. UITM distraught. Side Adney?
I think that they'll be disappointed. I think it's a good call from the referee. Good trickery from Akia. You know, he's just so quick, and in these tight situations, he can just get away from a player.
Okay, the new FIFA laws will come into play here as well. They impact the goalkeeper, who must have a foot on the line. Doesn't need to be two, so long as 1 foot is on the line when the ball is struck. Or if he has dived, he must be parallel to the line when the ball is struck. So Akia Rashid, having won the penalty, must be seen as a good decision, providing Safar Rashid dispatches the resultant penalty kick. Safawi for what will be an insurance second goal that is much needed for Johor Darul Taksim. Safawi, bottom corner, unstoppable penalty for Haziq, and Johor lead by 2-0.
Really good penalty from Safawi. Kept it low, hard, to the left-hand corner of Haziq, our racing goal. No chance for him. Dives the right way, but just the pace of the ball just goes past him.
Akia Rashid won the penalty. Safari Rashid dispatched the penalty. And UITM have responded by making a substitution. Nizaruddin Jadi is on for Park Young-jin. And barely 2 minutes after Park had had that glorious opening, Johor find themselves 2 goals to the good. Zulkefli. Kunalan is there. Lovely touch into Diogo, looks for the run of Cabrera. Zulkefli did well. Haziq goes down by Diogo. Akia couldn't keep it in play, but his dancing feet won that penalty. UITM, I think, upset that there wasn't any intent to foul, but there was contact. Here's Akia once again. Cabrera. Eskunalan. Shot blocked by Zulkifli. And then the header from Zul. Belted clear by Faisal Al-Arif. Highest one today.
Bit ambitious from Kunalan. Don't remember if he's scored a goal for Johor or not.
Diogo, he scored. So's Cabrera. Kunalan again. That goal just lifts a huge weight off Johore's shoulders, because we kept saying at 1-0 it's dangerous, and UITM had caused problems.
Yeah, UITM did cause a few problems, especially from Park, with the assist from Macon. But they need it. They needed the second goal.
Confirmation of the substitution. Izarudin on for Park. He'll take that same number 10 role that Park was playing in. As well, Nur Salam. Still Nur Salam. Just too far ahead of Korach, who applauds the forceful run from Nur Salam. He's done his reputation a power of good. Now, I feel a lot of the UITM boys can be very happy with their day's work so far.
Yeah, see, this is the pass bit. Too much on it. For Zarko Korach. As we said before, he wants it at his feet.
Here's Maurizio. His goal line clearance was so important. Harris loses out to Korach. Lovely little touch. Amma. Korach wants it centre. Izarudin. Off by Safawi into Gonzalo Cabrera. It's an astute signing. Cabrera's proven to be for Johor. Doesn't get the headlines that the others do, but double digits in league goals.
Yeah, you can always trust him with goals and assists. Just so consistent over the years.
Harris Harron. Another 7-on-10 performance from Harris in the heart of midfield. Talk about consistent. Adam Noor Aslin to Corbin Ong. Macon. Corbin Ong. He'd made the mistake and Cabrera wins it back. Kunalan. Diogo. Cabrera. Blocked by Faisal Arif. That was goal-bound from Cabrera. Diogo. Handing out a little bit of the rough stuff that he's been receiving all afternoon. So Kefli just feeling his ankle. Adil Zafwan at the foot of your picture, preparing to come on for Johor. Harris finds Gonzalo. Corbin Ong. Akir Rashid just pulling on the back there of Faisal Arif. And the change is going to be made. It's going to be Maurizio who's coming off. So Adil will partner Adam Noor Aslin. Maurizio hurt himself when making that goal-saving tackle. And has been limping a little bit ever since. Doesn't like the fact that he's the man going to be coming off.
Yeah, I think this is taking a precaution from what happened earlier. Obviously, he's back on. He feels that he's 100%. He wants to continue.
Maurizio replaced by Adil. And that's an unhappy Maurizio. It's a slow trudge over to the dressing room. And a handshake with both Luciano Figueroa and Benjamin Mora. But Korach, right, now then, can he benefit from the slightly less physical presence of Adil, though Adil will put himself about, certainly. Corbin Ong finds Diogo. Great skills from Corbinong, just out of play. We've got a vantage point right over that. Must confess it didn't look out from here, but the assistant referee even closer. This is a Group C clash. PJ City and PKMP playing on Sunday. PJ are in town in Johor on Wednesday. With the Raya holidays coming up, matches next week on match day 2 are taking place on Wednesday and Thursday. And we'll have live matches for you on these channels. So Kefli, nice little take. Nizaruddin. Ahmad Azahar faced by Kunalam. Nasalam. Shukri. Shafiq. That second goal has taken a little bit of the edge out of the game side, hasn't it?
Yeah, the pace has slowed down. Transitions from defence to going forward has also slowed down. I think Johor just comfortable. They just want the 3 points.
Afiq Fazel. Goals in 16 and 65 minutes as Diogo finds Harris. Safawi. Kunalam. Safawi makes a good run. Afiq Fazel fills the gap. Cabrera. Crunching tackle from Harris, and that'll be a yellow card. He's saying, got nothing but the ball, but there's the intent of aggression that is very much frowned upon these days, and I think that's what's done Harris there.
Yeah, I think he got ball and man. That's why the referees gave the yellow card. It is a bit hard from Harris.
Referee had whistle and card in hand at the same time. That's how sure he was it was a yellow card. It's his third nasty-ish foul. He's not happy, chuntering away. Change meantime. Gonzalo Cabrera replaced by Leandro Velasquez. And Velasquez will just drop into that same number 10 role. Korach beats Adil. Izam is there ahead of Maycom. Well, there's still nearly 15 minutes for UITM to at least get a consolation. Haris Harran in constant conversation with Suhaisi Shukri. It's unusual to see him so animated. He normally is such a cool, calm, collected character. Velasquez, oh, lovely give and go. A little foul on the edge of the penalty area. Leandro Velasquez will run directly at you like Cabrera.
And I've been impressed with Leandro this season. 8 goals in the league. He's always taken on players, getting into good areas. It's either he wants to go for himself or bring other players into the game.
Hazik's got 5 in the wall. Velasquez. Good touch by Hazik. It's his side. Save he should make and does.
Good technique from Leandro.
just keeps on target, good pace on the ball. Had to be saved. Would have been a goalkeeping mistake if he didn't get a touch on that.
Corner will be the third of this second half for Johor Darul Taksim, who lead by 2-0. Akia's corner, dealt with by Shukri at the near post. Velasquez. He'll want to make an impression. Foreign players don't like to be left out, because if you're on the bench, you can't really start. Haris Harun taking care of Korach, and then gives it away. Nizaruddin. Shafiq. Haris recovers the ball well. Diogo protects the ball, cuts inside. Diogo slides it out expertly to Safawi. Afiq Fazail. Safawi. Leandro. Diogo ahead of him. Out wide is Kunalam. Afiq. Rare mistake from Afiq. Easy clearance for Afif Ashraf. Velasquez on to Kunalam. Looking for Diogo. Diogo's header drifts wide, under pressure.
Well, now we can see every time Diogo's in the box, they're doubling up on him, putting pressure on him. Good pressure from Faisal Arif.
Terengganu leading PKNS by 2-1 in another Malaysia Cup game taking place tonight. We'll do our best to get you the goals for that game for the full-time show. Eskunalam. Lovely take from Velasquez, who then just loses control at an inopportune moment. Last 10 minutes is where fitness might begin to hurt for Uitm. But Amma's done well to go past Adil. Korach is there, Macon in the middle. Korach needs support and doesn't get it. Adam Noor Aslin does enough. Shukri on to Shafiq. Nashamil. Zulkefli happy to go back to Haziq. Macon and Adil competing. Harris first to get to the ball ahead of Shafiq Al-Hafiz. Aki Rashid, who won the penalty, onto Corbinong. Driving forward again, Leber Corbinong. Akia. Velasquez, heavily involved. Harris. Diogo lurking at the far post, should a cross come in. Safawi wanting to get it into his feet as well. And that creates a bit of space out wide for Eskunalan. Diogo back to goal. Safawi Rashid. Really well worked by Johor Darul Taksim.
Good play, good passing, good movement. Again, the finish. Safawi just looks back at the ground. Good opportunity.
Remember that wonderful goal he scored in Japan in the AFC Champions League? Ashma Antler's goalkeeper beaten that day. Couldn't keep it under the crossbar today. But he has scored one of the 2 goals that give Johor Darul Taksim a 2-0 lead. Zulkifli. Kunalam a little bit tight there on Azahar.
Yeah, I can just hear the other players shouting at Kunalan, saying no foul. They don't want to put themselves in a difficult situation.
Afif blocked by Safawi. Nizaruddin. Under pressure from Harris. Diogo will chase. Faz Larif doing just enough there, but the break to Diogo again. Velasquez. Afik. Safawi. Afik. Corbinong. Lifts it in. Velasquez. Velasquez again. Corbinong. Velasquez touch. Diogo! Second goal for the Brazilian. Terrific diving header. And these Malaysia Cup points are now certain and safe for JDT.
Such a good goal, great movement, great passing again. Movement from outside the box, starting with Leandro, looking at the run from Corbin. Wasn't the best ball in, but Leandro again gets a little flick to the far post, and Diogo, always ready, quick to the ball, gets a head on it, and scores his second goal past Haziq in goal.
That's a fabulous header. And it just shows his alertness and his pace, because it's two little steps, and he's got ahead of Afif Ashraf. Well, the boys of Straits had just made themselves heard just before the goal, and there was an eruption as Diogo scored his second. Thoroughly professional from Diogo, thoroughly professional. Syed Adney will be going down pitch side at the end to get some instant reactions, and we'll have highlights as soon as the full-time whistle finishes. And then Adney will be talking, no doubt, to Benjamin Mortar and his former coach, Ismail Zakaria. And Ismail might find 3-0 just a little bit tough to take, Syed Adney.
Yeah, they've defended well. Limited Johor's chances.
It might be worse, because Kunalam has a chance. Looking for Diogo. Zulkifli, a tired swing of the right foot. Macon to be replaced. Change for Uitm. Sprint to the line, and Ashraf Haikal Zainal comes on for the final 3 minutes plus injury time. Akia. Velasquez has made a change since he came on. That's the strength of Johor. They can bring players on who can make a huge difference, who can just take up the pace if something's not quite going right. No Salam. Now then, there's a chance for Shafiq. Just behind him, Korach. Brave block by Adil. Akia. Velasquez. Diogo's on a hat-trick, of course. Rough challenge, referee's played an advantage. Diogo spins it out to Safawi. Safawi Rashid Good defending from Afif Ashraf.
And we were saying at half-time, do UITM have the legs? It shows that they don't. Just a bit of lack of discipline, lack of focus, crucial moments.
Velasquez curls it in. Diogo was lurking. He thought he'd get a free header there. Here's Akia. He's a substitute who's made an impact as well. Won the penalty, which was an insurance goal. Strong challenge. Referee's played an advantage. Korach. Korach can't believe there's no foul. Kunalam slides through. Diogo might fancy a shot. Diogo! Comfortable for Haziq. You're allowed to be a little bit greedy when you've scored a diving header like Diogo's just done.
Well, under 3-0 up. And he will definitely want to get that hat-trick.
There's a yellow card for Adam Noor Aslin for the tackle that led to this injury. I think it's Shafiq Al-Hafiz who's down, but Adam Noor Aslin becomes the second JDT player to see yellow. So he joins Harris, Afif Ashraf and Zulheri Zulkifli on the other side. And Johor have got their 2019 Malaysia Cup campaign off to a healthy start. PJ City, the bogey team here at the Larkin. They come on Wednesday. That's another match you can watch on these channels live. Wednesday night, 9 o'clock. Piala Malaysia, Johor Darul Taksim taking on Petaling Jaya City. And is there a consolation for Korach? Well, he's hit the target with one free kick from this range. He's put another one over the top. Is it third time lucky for Zarko Korach? The Montenegrins worked hard. And UITM, I think, probably deserve a consolation. Can Korach provide it? Korach, bottom corner. It's a beautiful free kick. It is only a consolation, but it's a terrific consolation. And a 14th goal of the season for Zarko Korach.
That's good free kick, good height for him. Good distance. Just get it on target. I think Izam will be disappointed he didn't keep that out. But for UITM, it's confidence booster for them. You know, they've came to Larkin, they've scored a goal. That's big for them from a university side.
It's almost the last kick of the game. Johor Darul Taksim being made to work exceptionally hard for these 3 points. It needed a second half penalty contested by UITM, scored by Safar Rashid, just to give them insurance after Diogo's first half header. They had chances. Park Hyung-jim had one cleared from inside the goal line. But then Diogo's bullet diving header adding to that penalty made it 3-0 to Johor. The points were saved so that Korach's late strike, good though it was merely consolation. But credit to the university boys. They've really done themselves proud and their club proud And they can go into their next games against PKMP and PJ City with a certain amount of confidence. But Johor, their 2019 Malaysia Cup is up and running. They've won this one here by 3-1. Highlights of Johor Darul Taksim's 3-1 win over UITM at the Larkin Stadium, match day 1 of the 2019 Piala Malaysia. And an early header from Zarko Korach just suggested that Korach and UITM weren't going to just come and be sacrificial lambs here at the Larkin Stadium. For the most part, though, it was Johor going forward. And this is Safar Rashid just cutting onto his right foot rather than his more favourite left. Safari would have an influential game. He is growing. We all know what an important player he is, but now he's really putting consistency. Look at this barnstorming run, and the cross is cleared effectively by Shafiq Al-Hafiz. But again, Safari Rashid is in this first team on merit and is a scourge of most defences. First goal coming after great work from Nazmi Faiz Mansour. Lovely cross. Diogo planting home the 13th goal of his domestic league campaign. 12 in the league, 1 now in the Malaysia Cup. He would add a second later. That's a relatively easy header for the Brazilian, but still has to dispatch it, and technique was good. And Park Young-jin had the first of his 2 efforts on goal. This one comfortable for Izam Tarmizi. Good work from Ahmad Azahar. Nakon's cross breaks to Park, and he does well to sort his feet out, but can't beat Izam at the near post. And Diogo, a little bit of trickery. He's got everything in his game, Diogo. Tries to go over 2 defenders, breaks to Safawi. On his weaker right foot, he can't put this into the corner. But there's Diogo. He's not just a big target man. He's got movement, he's got pace. Safawi slides one just wide of the post as JDT tried to get a second goal that you felt was important for them, because although they were leading, there was always danger. Corbinong and Cabrera efforts. Cabrera block, Corbinong flashes wide as we got our first sighting of the new FIFA laws. Then just before half-time, another effort is scrambled away by Haziq. But at the other end, when you've got Zarko Korach in your team, you know you're going to at least create chances. And just before half-time, Korach bounced one in front of Izam, and Izam did well to recover and get there before any of the attacking UITM players. So 1-0 it was at half-time. Into the second half, well, they came out really well. An effort from Ahmad Azahar as UITM, I think, chased a real upset. Safar Rashid fired one into the side netting, maybe could have gone across the face of goal there. Haziq had his angles really well covered. Goalkeeper was impressive today for UITM. Then the best chance, this is Park Young-jin, puts it past the goalkeeper, but the recovering tackle from Maurizio, who's the man who kept everybody onside. He's got the pace and the power and the tenacity to make a goal-saving tackle. And then a chance for Shafiq Al-Hafiz. These second half highlights showing you that there were good opportunities for UITM. Izam Tarmizi, good decision. And then the penalty that changed everything. It looks a soft penalty. There is slight contact, maybe thigh to thigh, but the penalty was dispatched by Safar Rashid on 64 minutes. And there was a collective intake of breath and a sense of a weight being lifted off the shoulders as Safawi celebrated. Leandro Velasquez hits a free kick that Haziq touches just over the bar. Good goalkeeping again from Haziq. Again, he's expected to make this save, and he's done what's expected to him to do. Then the third goal. What an effort from Diogo. The Brazilian has no right to win this ball, but he not only wins it, he attacks it and finds the corner. Look at him, he's static, on the move, bullet header, 3-0. Diogo's second goal. Diogo then chased a hat-trick. Not seen him score too many from outside the penalty area, although he's certainly got the ability through the laces with that one, but again, straight at the safe Haziq. In the last minute, Korach with his 14th goal in all competitions this season for UITM in just his 18th appearance for the university side. Okay, we've just seen the highlights. We can go down pitch side in a second. Syed Adni is down and he's talking to the victorious captain of Johor Darul Taksim. He's with Haris Harun.
Okay, Haris, all important 3 points, but do you think in the second half you should not have slowed down the tempo?
Yeah, I think maybe we were not as sharp in this game as we should be. We had a lot of possession, we saw a lot of the ball, but maybe we could have used the ball better. But in the end, we got the goals, we got the 3 points, so that's very important. But having said that, we still have to improve in a lot of aspects, and we have to look to do that. And like I said before the game, this tournament is a very short tournament, so we have to recover fast and look to right the things that we need to improve.
And then when it was 1-0, UITM, they did have their chances. Did you tell the players after a few chances where you just lacked a bit of concentration?
Yeah, I think I said before the game also that when we play this kind of team, it's a bit complicated because they play very tight, very compact, and try to make life difficult for us. So we have to find a solution, a way past them. And we, as expected, how they played was how we expected them to play. And the second ball going direct, that's part of their game. So we have to try to be more sharp, be more quicker in the transition, and look to improve this aspect every game.
All right, thanks. Well done. That's Haris Harun. They know they need to improve a lot of things on the pitch. They know they weren't at the best. They need to be quicker with the ball. But overall, 3 points is 3 points. So it's a very moral boosting win for JDT. And now we're gonna come have a talk with Safawi Rashid, who scored the penalty. Safawi. All right, Safawi. Satu lagi gol untuk anda, menambah untuk Piala Malaysia pula. Okey, adakah anda rasa sepatutnya pasukan anda bermain lebih baik di separuh masa yang kedua?
Saya rasa second half ni more better lah daripada first half. Mungkin kita first game untuk Piala Malaysia selepas break, lama break. So lepas first half tu kita kurang memuaskan, tapi second half tu kita cuba dapatkan gol dan alhamdulillah kita dapat 2 gol.
Ya, dan untuk perlawanan seterusnya, PJ City ada satu pasukan di mana kita lihat tewas di dalam liga, pada musim lepas pun tewas dengan mereka. Apakah yang perlu dilakukan?
InsyaAllah start daripada besok kita orang akan fokus lebih untuk game lawan PJ City, sebab kita mana-mana game kita tak akan ambil mudah dan kita akan cuba buat sehabis baik untuk mendapatkan 3 poin pada second game nanti lah.
Alright, thank you, well done. Okay. Situ Safawi Rashid, beliau gembira dengan mendapat menjadi gol. It's a very good goal he scored in the second half. Got it from Akia Rashid's good skill. And Coach Benjamin, all right, 3 points. But are you satisfied with the overall performance?
No, well, there's a lot of corrections we need to make in our game. I think a lot of things to improve in today's game. The good thing is that we got the 3 points, but we have to work. We have to work a lot to improve all the things that we didn't do.
And when it was 1-0, we saw UITM, they're more defensive, but they were also dangerous on the counter-attack. We saw a few times they nearly could nick a goal.
Yes, well, normally because our style is very open and we want to attack at all times, sometimes we are a bit exposed by the eager to score goals and have the control of the game, and these things can happen. UITM, we know they have fast players and strong player up front, and they were a bit dangerous on the counter-attack, but at the end, well, we knew how to control at one moment, but overall, the game could have been a little bit better in a lot of ways. We're going to work on it. That's the only way we can improve.
And we saw Mauricio, he didn't want to come off. Was just a precaution to take him off at the earlier incident?
Yes, he had his ankle a little bit twisted, and we have important games coming. Any player want to go out at all times, but he's a player with character, with personality that want to defend the JDT team and his teammates, so this is why. But then he was okay in the bench, no problem.
And what are you looking for to the next game?
the next game. We have it on the 7th, and we go versus PJ. That it's a good team, and they show that they can do here. But we want to work so we can do a good game also.
All right, thank you, and well done for today. Okay, good night. Benjamin Mora, he was happy with the 3 points, but yeah, he's expecting more from his players. And now we have Zarko. Zarko, you tried and you tried and tried, and finally you got the goal. Was it important to get that goal for the team as a moral boost?
Yeah, but the most important that today we play well. I think this is my opinion, especially second half. We play very well, and of course they are better team than us, but I think we don't deserve to lose 2-goal difference.
And what do you look for the next game? Maybe you're not playing a team like JDT, but it might be more open for UITM to score more goals.
I think we have to improve every game. We have to give 100%. We have to follow instruction of the coach, and we try to enjoy the game.
And obviously you can be proud with the team, the performance overall. Everyone gave their best. They showed what they can do against a big side like JDT.
Yeah, I think I can repeat again. We played today very well, especially second half. We have good chance for 1-0 to JDT. We have good chance, and we missed the chance. And after this is experienced team. They give you second goal. This is normal in football.
All right, thank you. All the best for the next teams. All right. Yep, well, Uitm will be looking forward. They've got PKMP up next and then PJ City. So it'll be important that they do get all 3 points, or at least a point. We will speak with Coach Ismail Zakaria. Just waiting there. Coach. Just waiting 2 seconds. Okay, Coach. Bagi tahu sikit apa pandangan Coach tentang performance daripada anak buah Coach.
Keseluruhannya saya berbahati. Seperti awal tadi, saya datang ni mengharapkan mereka mencari pengalaman bermain dengan tim besar GT ini, dan mereka telah tunjuk kesungguhan mereka, dan itu yang mereka daya mereka. Cuma kita rasa defender kita tu agak problem sebab kita kehilangan satu defender kita, foreigner. Dia kena gantung, 2 kad kuning, dapat kad merah lah. Mana satu game tak dapat main, next game dapat main. Jadi yang lain-lainnya kita ada peluang. Kita ada peluang 1-2 peluang untuk skor, untuk jaringkan gol, tapi tak ada manfaat dengan baik. Dan lokal kita bermain dengan baik, kesungguhan ada. Cuma saya katakan experience mengatasi yang tak experience. Itu saja game malam ni. Ya.
Dan untuk next game PKMP, adakah anda akan melakukan perubahan dari segi corak permainan?
Yes, of course. Saya akan berubah sikit taktikal sebagainya. Kita jumpa PKMP, dan saya yakin saya ada 2 tim yang boleh. Saya tak kata PKMP tak bagus ataupun PJC tak bagus, tapi skornya saya boleh compete dia on 3 point tempat saya. InsyaAllah saya.
Alright, thank you Coach. All the best. Okay, Des, back to you.
Thanks very much, Syed Adney. Sorry for a little bit of sound interference on a couple of the interviews, but we certainly got the gist. It was a brave effort from UITM, as Coach Ismail and as Korach said, but JDT have picked up all the points. Okay, let's have a look at the results for tonight. It's match day 1 of the 2019 Liga Super Malaysia, and 2 matches took place. Terengganu beating PKNS. I can tell you Terengganu added a 3rd goal in injury time. Terengganu 3, PKNS 1, but it's full-time points for Terengganu. Johor Darul Taksim 3, UITM 1, the full-time from here. 4 matches taking place tomorrow. Negri versus Kedah, PJ City also in action tomorrow in the same group here. Let's have a look at how the group table looks after tonight's 3-1 victory for Johor Darul Taksim. Johor top of the pile, quite simple. Played 1 3-pointer, a goal difference of +2. UITM, you never know, that late goal from Zarko Koric may well prove to be crucial come the end of the campaign, because I suspect this could be a tight group. A lot depends on how PJ City approach it, and they are taking place. They've got games against Johor coming up on Wednesday and a PKMP tomorrow. Okay, time to say goodbye. Hope you've enjoyed our first coverage of the Malaysia Cup. The Larkin Stadium is hoping to be a grand old venue, because this is the last time the Malaysia Cup will be hosted at the Larkin Stadium. They've got over the first hurdle. They've beaten UITM by 3 goals to 1 from the whole team at the Larkin Stadium. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you again tomorrow.